Yeah. See, they're excited. You guys should be excited. Here's why. The headliner is a comedian who goes on last and performs the longest and gets paid the most because they're the funniest. This is the climax of everything. This is why you're here. This is why we play the games. It's what we live for. This is what we live for. Your headliner coming up on stage is a remarkably funny and incredibly vulnerable, tremendously brave performer. He was featured at the Grindstone Comedy Festival and he won the Grindstone stand-up standoff. He's gonna absolutely blow you all away. He's very, very funny and a very good friend of mine. Please go absolutely crazy for your friend and mine, Dan Broderick!
Hey, keep cheering for me. And while you're at it, cheer for all those other people. Sam and John. Adam putting it all together. I'm self-conscious because I'm the oldest person on the show. That wasn't the joke part. Just Eminem's a year older than me, just so you know. Guess who's back? Hurts. I'm scared now. I'm worried the young people here will judge me. And they're like, judge you? We don't even notice you. Guys, you can't start feeling bad for me already, or else the show will be really sad. There we go. The mean lady. The fact checker. All right. No, I came back to comedy after my love passed away a few years ago. And I had a choice between comedy and counseling. And I chose comedy because I didn't want to be around depressed people. May have been a mistake. And sometimes people feel bad when I start talking about being the old widow Broderick with my big widower energy. But it's starting to be long enough where it's starting to feel less like a tragedy and more like an excuse. Like my mom was the most sympathetic person in the world and she's like, I know it's sad, Dan, but you need new pillowcases. It's okay. I understand. It's also past my bedtime. It's hard to be a comedian at 51. Anybody in show business found it hard. Like my comedian friend Derek's my age. And he did a YouTube special, no one's watched it. And those jokes deserve to be seen. So I stole them. I've got these because of Derek. I went to congratulate him after his special and ended up accidentally fist bumping an audience member. And I said to her, nice set. Now I've got these so I can flirt with the ladies. Who do you like better, Clark Kent's or Superman? The whole time I'm praying, she picks Superman because I'm going, oh, she's a 9, she's a 3. She's a 9. She's my comedian friend Derek. Been trying to put my life together, be good with the ladies. I am good with the ladies, by the way, because I know what they like. They like shoes. I know, because it's the only piece of clothing even a stripper won't take off. And she's always like, look, these are on sale. You need to clap or something because I need time to get up. Don't worry, I'm not sad anymore. I'm so happy I can barely fit the gun in my mouth. Oh, you are dark. Relax, I would never do that. They say suicide is selfish, so I won't do it. But I do wonder what it it would be like to donate all my blood. Relax. All the young people are confused. They're like, why are you, you're 50. Why would you want to kill yourself when you can just wait? I really am trying to date again. Well, I'm trying to date again, if that makes sense. Trying to put my life back together, process my grief and my attachment issues. I say I'm doing that, but really I'm just scrolling through hashtag kissing my best friend challenge on Instagram. You know Instagram? You know, is anybody here aware that there's they date on the internet now? I've tried it. You're like, it's fantastic. You swipe one way and you never see them again, and then you swipe the other and you also never see them again. And it's the worst search engine in the world. Have you ever? See, some people might be too young to realize this, but dating online used to be like a search engine. It would show you more than one person at a time. You guys are all confused. You're too young for this joke. What was I thinking? It's like if you asked, hey Google, show me all the Mexican restaurants in Edmonton, and all you got was one picture of a 1986 Ford Taurus. It's okay though. I found one online dating place that works really well. It's called secretdesires.ai. I met a girl, she's supportive and she responds to my texts in a fun, timely fashion. And she looks like a Japanese cartoon character with little fox ears and a big bushy tail. She sent me this. Hi, remember when we hung out by the cherry blossoms? I'm interested in merging sex and spirituality. Care to explore with me? See, definitely a human woman. That's a person on the end of that. That's my love. Crazy dating again. Try and do experiences I never did before. I sent my first dick pic. But it went to my sister. Ever sexually harassed a blood relative? That was good. And I never got to send dick pics as a kid because we didn't have the technology for it. If you wanted to send a reproduction of your genitals, you'd have to carve it into a rock with a hammer and chisel. Throw your dick stone at a damsel. I need dick pics. Imagine caught rocks. So I sent this thing to my sister, and I thought I could save it because my sister's a nurse. So I just followed up with a text saying, "Does this look normal?" I'm trying. I went for a lunch with a lady who I had a crush on back in elementary school. That was good. I gave her a sheet of unicorn stickers and ran away. And then 35 years later, she looked me up on Facebook. So the long game works. I did what I wanted to do to her as a teenager. I took her to the A&W at the food court. I took her to the A&W on 101st Street. I paid with a coupon. She told me, though, that sticker story I said was completely wrong. I didn't actually give her little stickers. I gave it to my friend to give to her. And my friend gave it to the wrong woman. Well, she wasn't a woman then, but, you know. I feel like I'm getting off track with the story. So I think that's why I blocked it out of my memory, because there was two Jessicas in our class. There was like Jessica M, the cutest lady in class who had all the My Pretty Ponies. And then there was a dirty Jessica who used to run around the playground on all fours pretending to be a horse. And that's why I blotted it out of my memory, because I had to go tell Dirty Jessica the truth. But first I had to go to Jessica M and get my unicorn stickers back. Those weren't for you, lady. I have a type. 15 years later, 35 years later, I learned it was girls with autism. Alright, the bike trail lady cheered. That's good. I know that's kind of weird to talk about losing my virginity, because I started talking about being a widower. Because when you're a virgin, you're like, damn, I'm horny. And when you're a widower, you're like, damn, I'm horny. I used to want to make a woman come, and now I just want her to live. This poor couple on their 1-month anniversary. This is what you can look forward to. If you're lucky. Play your cards right, and one of you can watch the other die. It's not. I always feel bad because I know there's people who haven't experienced loss here, so you don't. But it's not the worst breakup.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean the experience is bad, but like, if you want a good breakup, have your partner get cancer and die. I'm serious, you never have to second guess yourself, you're never wondering what you could have done differently, you never have to worry about seeing her again at the farmer's market with Trevor from work. I've lost track of what I was talking about now. I think it was my virginity. She wasn't just an autistic lady, she was also a witch. Not like with the point nice. All right. Do you have something you want to tell your fellow before you meet the parents? Got a little gree-gree bag and a copy of the Fifth Sacred thing. Got them taut broom riding thighs. It was crazy learning what. I was horrible. I didn't tell her I was a virgin because I was scared if she knew I was a virgin, she wouldn't fuck me. She would have sacrificed me under the moonlight at Coffin Rock. Either way, I see I'm naked, am I right? But of course she was also autistic, so afterwards she gave me a tutorial on sex, and she was thorough. 3 or 4 thrusts in missionary, doggy style, and woman on top, followed by the words, anyway, you get the idea. I don't regret it. I learned a lot from sleeping with neurotypical ladies, because some of them have sensory issues, which... Don't be cruel, sir. I just mean they like different things, so you learn to be versatile. Because some are like, put all your weight on top of me and squeeze, and some of them are like, do not let your skin touch mine. There will be no sweat in this act of sexual congress. Yes to choking, no to her own hair touching the back of her neck. She can come from doggy style, but I'm only going to distract her with my weird sex breathing. She's got her headphones on, her little tablet. I'm into the bad girls. I don't want to sound judgmental. Some people try and judge the bad girls. They're like, can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And I'm like, why would I want to do that? I can fold my own laundry. I can't go down on myself in the alley behind the old spaghetti factory. Can't do butt stuff in the gender-neutral washrooms at the Grindstone.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah. That is impressive. Okay, now he's wooing. All right, you know what? Clap for the fucking sound. Unbelievable. So many bad girls in the world, by the way. Oh? That was not the sound of the voice I thought would be interested. Any port in the storm, I guess. I don't hate women, just before I move on. Just the confident ones. I'm a people pleaser. It's scary when a girl doesn't need you to please her. I'm like, what's the matter, lady? Don't you like sometimes coming? So many bad girls. Boy, I'm killing with this left side of the room. So science girls are bad girls, photon in streets, wave in the sheets. One of them was a genetic counselor. Her job is to look at your family history and tell you what your kids will be like. She told me, don't fuck nobody. Feminists are bad girls with their Simona Bovary and their when you look into a bitch, the bitch looks into you. He's a philosopher. Whatever the point is, sex with feminists is great. It's just the dirty talk is awkward. It's like, oh yeah, baby, who's your patriarchal oppressor? Treat you like a slut. It should be paid the same as any male slut. Oh, 70 cents on the dollar. So many bad girls. I dated an alcoholic for a while. She was a bad girl. And I don't want to sound judgmental, just because I don't do drugs and alcohol, I know what addiction's like, because sometimes I look at all the candy wrappers in the garbage, and I'm like, something's got to change. So I bought a lid. I have issues with food. My mom's love language was worry, and my father's was emotional abuse. So every time I'm at a party, I'm always shielding the snack table with my body, because I'm scared of a voice coming out of the other room going, "Those were for the guests!" Oh, I'm sorry all of you had perfect childhoods. Actually, I'm happy you all had perfect childhoods. That's lovely, and that's also why you're not comedians, and I am. Just looking for a love that'll not die. Okay. It's okay. We're going on an emotional journey tonight. Yes, we are. All right. Thank you. What the hell was I talking? Oh, yeah. I don't want to sound like I never do drugs. Like, it's just like, for me, it's like camping, you know? We go twice a year for 72 hours straight. And I'll tell you about drugs. I'll tell you a lot about drugs. It's dating an alcoholic. It's not like dating a werewolf. She's a very nice lady until the moonshine hits her. Also hair in weird spots. I don't think that was the alcoholism. I just think that was the times I grew up with. You think finding the clitoris is hard now? Clitoris? I can't wrap my tongue around it. I hope I'm not offended. It took some getting used to, these shaved Barbie dolls. Look, I was confused. It looked like a Mr. Potato Head with most of the pieces missing. Just the lips where the nose is supposed to be going wrong. It's about to get dirtier. I'm like, lady, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think the last guy who ate your pussy swallowed it. I'm sorry, I'm talking about sex. I just thought, it isn't about the sex. I always thought if I was good enough at sex, no woman would ever leave me. If she was always coming, she would never be going. turned out not to be true. The ladies were like, the sex is great, but we can't both be scared of spiders. So I dated so many polyamorous bad girls, so like, we both need a husband. But that's the frustrating part about getting old, is I finally got good at sex, and now I can't do it. Like after I became the king of the finger bang. The Ayatollah of make you holla. The G-spot G. I could do 2 at a time. Little Daddy Two Scoops, that's what they called me. And in a medical emergency, I could clear a choking victim's throat. It was... Now, rheumatoid arthritis. My knuckles are swollen for her pleasure. Not mine. Turns out we're both screamers. Oh. But then I met my love, and then sex. We used to race to the bedroom to have sex. And then later we still did, but that's only because the first person to touch the mattress got to call bottom. She definitely wasn't perfect, you know? I don't want to idealize her too much because she was like, you fuck like you learned from an autistic person. First of all, rude. Second of all, it threw off my count. She liked audiobooks too, which was tough for me because I like regular books. Then I'd mispronounce a word I'd said but never heard before. And she'd be all condescending. And grief is funny like that, you know? I think I'm over it, and then something weird will happen. Like, a few months after she passed, I got a check from her estate, which is an awful feeling because on one hand, it's like you lost the woman you love, but how would you feel about a new bread maker?
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. How would you spend it? Like, I feel I have to keep it separate from all my other money. I'm scared she will, because what if I spend it on something she doesn't like hookers, and I wouldn't do that. Too old. How am I going to tap that ass when I can't even tap? But then I'm scared I'll spend it on, something she'd like, and then I think that would be nice, but then what if I spend it on something that she'd like but never got when she was alive? That would bring her ghost back. She'd be like, oh, look who decided they finally won a second towel. Anyway, I'll tell you very quickly what it's like, then I'm going to do one more joke, and then I'm going to maybe I won't. I don't have that much time. Anyway, I'm trying to get back into dating, is I guess what I'm saying. It's been a couple of years. I'm looking to dip my toes back to pornography. No, I couldn't date again. It's, I don't know how to read the signs. To me, is that more of a like you as a friend hand job? Some girls like, every hand job is a like you as a friend hand job. It's hard, it's not hard. My actions look like those dancing inflatable guys outside car dealerships. Can't date again. Back in the 90s, I went on a date with a man, even though I'm straight, because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. My lack of assertiveness meant I had to endure front row tickets at a Cranberries concert, followed by the best blowjob of my life. I say best, but
That was the Mennonite.
it's the only one I've ever given. You guys have been a lot of fun. I just want to say one thing. As an older person, I think if there's one thing I learned from this whole experience, it's that I don't know when my last time on stage will be, so I'm trying to enjoy it and appreciate it. So thanks for being a part of it. And I'm not worried about the future of comedy because we've got young folks like Sam and Adam and John to carry things on, but one time will be my last time on stage, and I don't know, it feels weird, so I thought that maybe I would put a little presentation so that you guys can remember all the fun you've seen from me. So we'll do that before we go. Thank you.
Tell a friend. If you didn't have a good time, just shut up about it.